Here I am at the API Pipeline Conference, and I just ran into Chris Alexander. We recently recorded our first episode together.
So now we finally met, right?
We were both Aggies. Show them the rings.
There you go.
We both were in the Aggie band.
That's right.
So,
Gig 'em.
Yeah, all that good stuff. So, which has nothing to do with being at the Pipeline Conference, although they have good music here. We're in Nashville. It's pretty cool.
That's true.
So, Chris, what are you hoping to learn while you're here?
Well, I'm actually presenting a couple of topics. One of the things I'm talking about is technology innovation that we talked about on our podcast a little bit.
Right.
I'm kind of interested where the mindset of the industry is in terms of accepting technologies. I mean, as you and I know, it's hard to introduce new technologies. So what I'm kind of hoping to find out from the crowd is how receptive they are to new technologies. What are some of the reasons they don't accept new technologies, and what can we do to help?
Yeah, that's it. That's an interesting conversation. So I know that you're going to be in at an event on the 16th with PRC at the PRCI TDC. I'm actually going to be there as well.
Good. Yep.
And I talked to Mark Piazza. We're trying to organize a panel to talk about commercialization because both you and I kind of have a passion for that.
He and I were in DC. I was in DC a couple of weeks ago, and we actually talked about that.
Yeah, so you and I both have a lot of experience in that, and I don't think people really understand the complexities of product commercialization. People confuse or conflate, if you will, prototyping with commercialization, and that's just the first step.
Yeah, well,
and there's many others after that.
Well, you and I both know running businesses. How many nights you lay awake at night looking at the ceiling, going, "Dear God, please help this technology get adopted." So I mean, there's that element as well.
Payroll comes every 2 weeks around my place.
Yeah, and some people forget.
So bills need to be paid, but I mean, it's a challenge, and it's a long road to get from a new idea to an adopted technology. And I think I could anticipate what the operators would say as pushback. But it'll be interesting to see.
Well, and there's an art to that, right? I mean, as long as you and I have worked and you watch companies be successful, you see a trend, and then you see other companies who are not successful. So sometimes you can see patterns.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and there's there's the prototyping piece, there's the third-party verification piece, there's the piloting and proving with the customers, and then there's all the things that customers have to do to change their internal processes to actually drive the value out of the technology. Which is sometimes
more difficult than the validation part.
It's the hardest part, and people think prototyping is the hardest. It's not. It's the easiest. Each one of those stages gets harder. So. But I do think there's an appetite in the industry, and we need to figure out how to accelerate that process, and because just to get to zero, we're going to have to.
Well, and another reason too, to attract young people in the industry, if we're doing the same thing we're doing 50 years ago, I mean, the students out of college aren't going to want to be part of that.
Well, and we have to learn how to move faster because technology moves way faster than we do.
What's the old saying? It's not the big that eat the small; it's the fast that eat the slow.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Well, look, if you're around at the end. We'll have to come back and see what you learned.
Yeah, see if I actually learned something. See if the Aggie learned anything.
No, we're going to learn something. I just want to know what you learned, not if you learned. Come on now. All right. Well, look, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, Russell. Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye.